I hope you don't mind. I'm going to try a joke on you. Is that all right? Okay, and it's an audience participation joke. And I don't know exactly how to divide you up, but I need 3 animal sounds. I need somebody to do the sound of a sheep. Okay, and then I need the sound of a duck. Quack, quack, quack. Okay, and then I need the sound of a rooster. Okay, so you think there's some people that'll all do that? Okay, very good. So this sheep, this duck, and this rooster are up in a hot air balloon floating high above the Rio Grande. And the sheep looks over the side of the gondola, I think it is. And the duck looks over the side of the gondola. And the rooster looks over the side of the gondola. And the rooster looks up and says, "We're fucked!" And they go, so the rooster looks to the sheep and says, "What can you do to help us here?" And the sheep goes like, "All I can do is bob." And so the rooster looks to the duck and says, "What can you do to help us here?" And all the duck can do says, "All I can do is quack." Thank you. And so the rooster says, "Well, all I can do is crow." But I said, "What else can we do? Let's try it." So all together they just put their hearts into it, and let's help them out. They just wail. Okay, thank you. So when they were finally exhausted, crowing their hearts out and baaing and quacking, they looked at each other in despair, and then suddenly this giant eagle comes up and lands on the gondola and says, "What's all this racket? It seems to me that you might need my help." And they all 3 of them get real happy and go, yes, Mr. Eagle, we definitely could use your help. We're stuck up here in this gondola. We don't know how we got here, and we don't know how we're going to get down. It's disaster. So the eagle says, "Let me tell you what's going on here. You guys are just stuck in a cruel joke of some ruthless humans who are hoping to make money at your expense. In fact, the 3 of you are just metaphors. You sheep, you're a metaphor for the great majority that just blindly follows leaders. And you, duck, you're a metaphor for the pundits, the intellectuals, the academicians who just quack to hear themselves quack. And rooster, you're a metaphor for politicians, always preening themselves in front of the camera and crowing about a new dawn while making sure that nothing really changes. So here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to get you down out of this predicament, but I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go to the President of the United States, Barack Obama, and tell him that what he needs to do right now is completely throw out the corrupt U.S. tax code and replace it with a simple two-bracket system, which each year everyone gets to choose which bracket they want to apply to themselves. And in bracket 1, you just pay a flat 25% tax on your income. And in bracket 2, you get a $2,000 a month stipend, a guaranteed income, what Milton Friedman called a negative income tax payment, and Buckminster Fuller called a research grant available to all citizens. And so if you receive this $2,000 a month, you have to pay 50% tax on your income. Okay, so the eagle asks the sheep and the duck and the rooster, "Well, what do you think?" And the sheep says, "What do you think the sheep says?" And what do you think the duck says? And what do you think the rooster says? Okay, you're almost right. Actually, the sheep says, "Mr. Eagle, I will no longer blindly follow leaders. I will make the decisions about the important things in my life myself." And the duck actually said, "Mr. Eagle, you'll no longer find me flocking with those ignorant quackers." But the rooster did say cock-a-doodle-doo, because Politicians never change.